Reflecting on the season, I'm just so grateful for what we've accomplished. We went through some hard losses against 𝑚𝶑𝑚 and I was a little worried that maybe our season could end a little sooner than I wanted it to be, but our team is just the definition of resilience, and we just keep coming back and pushing, and our season is not over. We just keep winning, and I think one of my favorite memories is, I don't know, I just think sometimes we make it hard on ourselves in like the first quarter, first half, and I just love how our team comes together and always fights back, and just it comes like game after game, like our team just comes together and fights back, and I just think that's one of my favorite things about this team.
So we faced different challenges throughout the season. I would say one of the challenges is having our expectations be so high and our standard being so high that we're shooting for almost perfection, which can be stressful and hard to attain, and you're not going to be perfect every day. And you're going to have off games, and it's a long season, so trying to maintain that mentally can be difficult. But it's a blessing to have a group with so many good players that are also, you know, fun to be around off the court. So we set a super high standard, and when you lose a game, it almost feels like, you know, the end of the world, or, you know, trying to go undefeated in conference is a really tall task. And we didn't lose a game for 3 months. So when we've lost 2 games in the matter of, you know, 10 days, that felt like, you know, a big deal. So you just have to remind yourself that, you know, losing is part of, you know, sports and life, and how you respond to it's what really matters.
The things that I believe make this team super special is our ability to have selfless love. I think, you know, from numbers 1 through 15, I think we are all built or bought into the team, and I really truly think that they really do love each other on and off the court.
I hope that we take away the moments that weren't basketball, like team dinners, when we'd hang out, watching The Bachelor. Like, those are the moments that you remember. You're not going to remember the wins and the losses, and I hope that everyone takes those special moments with them.
My name is 𝑻𝶑𝑵𝑬𝑺𝑬𝑻𝑻𝑬𝑹𝑺. I'm the head coach of the women's basketball team at Mid-Michigan College. This is my 3rd season. Probably the most exciting thing about this team entering my 3rd season is that I recruited both the freshmen and the sophomores. So this is my first year having an entire 2 groups together that I recruited. We have a ton of talent. I think we have 7 or 8 girls that scored 1,000 points in high school. Last year we had a ton of success. We went 29-1 in the regular season. We were ranked in the top 20 basically the entire season. And we've been to the Sweet 16 2 years in a row. So this year it's really about how far can we push the envelope? Can we make it to the Final Four? Can we, you know, advance farther than we've ever advanced? And this group is determined to do that.
My name is 𝑻𝶑𝑵𝑬𝑺𝑬𝑚𝑚𝑚𝑬𝑹𝑺. I'm a sophomore and I play punter. I think my first role is as a leader. I'm someone that these girls can look up to, and whether that's like a vocal leader or just by example. And I'm a point guard, so my role is to, you know, get into players, get open shots for my teammates, and score if I need to. As a team this year, I just want to play competitive and play together, and we want to make it to the Final Four nationals. We want to win the conference, win regionals, win states, and so I think those are great team goals. And then personally, I'd like to move on and play for a 4-year, so that's definitely on the top, and I'd like to be an All-American too.
My name is Paige Ebles. I'm a guard and I'm a sophomore at Mid. Last season we went 30-3. It was really exciting. I felt like there was some bumps in the road throughout the year, but that only made us into the team that we are today. This year we have several different goals that we wrote up on the board. We're focusing on just being a team and playing together, and that's going to get us to where we want to be. One big goal that we had was to make it to nationals again this year, which I think is very achievable for the group that we have.
My name is Jeriatu Sisi. I'm a forward and I'm a sophomore. In practices so far, are challenging. I feel like some days I have my good days and I have my bad days, but I have to like push through those and just remember like I know my reason why I'm here and my goals what I set when I was younger.
When I first took over at Mid-Michigan, it was just about how good of a season can we have, and I feel like in my first year and in my second year, we just got a little bit better and a little bit better. So really excited to see what the limit could be with this group. I mean, we've won the state championship twice in a row. We've been to the national tournament twice in a row. I want to see, can we get a national championship? Can we, you know, really take that next step? But I know this year is going to be really tough. Having that much success puts a target on your back where people are there's other good programs in our state, and we're gonna have a lot of tough games this year, so I'm looking forward to that.
Offensively, if we get a rebound and an outlet, we're not even going to need a play. Yeah. Okay? Get downhill, it's the opposite. Drive it or shoot it. Let's go.
Let's go. Intensity on 3, 1, 2, 3.
I don't have like a big elaborate speech for you. We want to continue to get better every single game, right? And I thought that was maybe 30% of our potential. Yeah. I definitely think our defense was not fun to play against. I think our offense was close to impossible to guard. Okay, let's get a quick lift in. Go say thank you to your loved ones that came to the game.
Gosh.
You can say thank you to them and then we'll go.
Monday's lift?
Yeah, just something 20 minutes of.
Okay, 20 minutes of it. Lakers on 3, family on 6. 1, 2, 3. Lakers. 4, 5, 6. Family.
Hard practices, it pays off today, and we show why we're one of the best teams in the country. Everybody got it?
Yeah.
Number 2, Addison Gray. Number 10, Paige Eagle. Number 14, Chloe Watson. Number 22, Rachel Rizio. And number 34, Callie.
Drives, if I don't have it, kick it, and you're moving with every drive. You get a middle drive, it should be applied every time.
shooting our first action, mid or Michigan. First 2 plays, Chloe is wide open threes coming up. Can we get to the second action? We have repped it for 3 hours this week of Michigan. We throw it to the trailer, we downstream, we ghost it, we got a duck in, we got another shooter coming to the top. I either shoot it or I drive it, now we're 4 out, 1 in. Okay, has to happen. Offensively, can we get 5 players to play together and trust the process? I think we've taken a few layups that are tough. We're looking at Rachel and Chloe to just go score it, and I'm not going to move. Like, it has to be a unit. Some of our best plays, Chloe driving it, dumping it to JV, tough finish, boom. Paige getting downhill, help doesn't come, I'll finish. Like, drive, make reads. Drive, make reads. Hattie, I want to play you more on offense, you got to be active on D. Jay, you got to play our offense. Simple stuff. Okay? I like the way Jay and Callie rebound, but we all got to be a little bit tougher defensively. It's got to be a pack mentality. We're too small. Everybody understand that?
Yeah.
Coach, anything else I'm missing?
Offensively, some of our lows on offense is because we weren't going to get a catch. Put your body on somebody, hold them off, and go get a catch, and then we can get in our action. If you just let them play up on you, you're never going to get it going. Use your body, hold them off, get a catch, then we move.
My eyes tell me there's one ball handler. We're a small team. 24/7 pressure is our identity. And we're getting in the game coming off the bench, not guarding people with purpose. 13 should be huffing and puffing because she's got to bring it up every time. And when coach calls a different defense, can we communicate that on the floor so we can get into 12 and utilize what we've been working on? This is a game to win, and I want to see some intensity.
We need to get the lead back. We're looking like we haven't had a practice before. We have plenty of plays that can score. 7 points is 3 possessions. But defensively, we got to be very stingy. We have 12. Okay, so we're kind of hitting it, but we could be a little bit better, and that's why we're up 12, and it should probably be 15 or 20. Okay. Everybody understand that?
Yes.
The thing that we have to shake is when we get tired, when we get into the flow of the game of getting away from how we practice every day. Like we lost the second quarter 23-20. We won the first quarter by a good amount. We lost the second quarter. they shouldn't score 23 points, and we should score more than 20 because our first drive is going past somebody. It's just making good decisions once we're sped up and we're in motion, right? Like the simple play. If I had to bet money, I guarantee a lot of our assists were in the first quarter and not the second, right? So the simple play is going to win every time. Defensively, Rover 1 is great, or 1 or whatever, but we have to keep people out of the paint. They don't even have an offense. And number 0 and number 10 are just putting their head down, and we're stopping them like here, right? It needs to be stopped by the volleyball line. They're running in to help early, and our feet are still moving. It's not wall up, step through, and now 34 is getting putbacks. If I'm them, I'm like, okay, we sat our big girl for the whole second quarter almost, and we're only down 12. We're still in this thing. And they're going to come right back to it, and they're going to force feed her. When you get a rebound, chin it, outlet, it's got to be more available, and we can't just drop the ball in front of our own basket. Like that cannot happen.
Win the third on 3, 1, 2, 3. Win the third.
Obviously, we haven't played in a while, and that's a good team. And I felt like the game was 4 hours long, and there was a lot of ups and downs, and things we did really well, and things we didn't do as great. But anytime you can beat, one of the top teams, ranked 20, didn't have their lead guard or whatever, that still a good big, it's still some fast guards, and we can beat them by double digits and handily. That's a good feeling. It says a lot about us. And still have dang, if we left this on the plate, we could have done this, and we could have done this. It's never going to be perfect. Everybody understand that?
Yeah.
It's never going to be perfect, but when you can walk away from a win, we were not even healthy. We're missing 2 people, and Callie just came back, and we're still learning what's going to be our style all the time. But probably my favorite part of the game was the third quarter. All I talked about at halftime was keeping it simple, and we came out, and it was drives, and it was bounce pass, and drives, and simple, and simple, and simple. And those first 4 minutes, put it to 20, I think the game was over. And I think the sophomore experience really showed. Because I remember you guys from last year, and we went there, and it was, you watched that tape back, and it's like, what are we doing? Just people just, by the skin of our teeth, people were just running around. A lot of shout outs, I think, on that sheet. I want to give 2, because I know Rachel and Chloe led us in scoring. That's awesome. And their leadership, Rachel, that was phenomenal. I want to talk about Mac was a plus 19. Our other highest person, Paige Eagles, was a plus 15.
Plus 21, sir.
Plus 21. I got 1 more. Jay, your finishing has come so far. I hope she makes it. Now I'm like, that's going in. And you got sure hands, and you're making every layup, and you're here early, and that's beautiful. Good job.
Yeah, I would say much better collective working together, offense and defense. There's a lot of spurts of it. I understand we're just getting back to things, but I think, guys, when we play as a unit, we're dangerous. So it's beautiful basketball out there. That's all I got to say.
I want to shout out all the guards. Every guard was plus 9 or higher. Who can beat us when we're playing like that? Good job, guards.
I got 2 individual shout-outs. Another one for Jay. I thought she played great defense on 34. She made her work the whole night. She had 20, but it was our 20. So. Second one is Delaney. In the first half, at halftime, we challenged you to play better defense. You finished with 3 steals in the second half.
Hey, got on the floor.
Coach Jewel? You escaped the moms?
I did, sorry about that. It feels great to be back. This is a game I got excited about, to play a team that plays similar to us, high tempo. I think we stepped up, and we definitely rode the waves. And yeah, keep going.
Amen. Anybody else?
Great job. We stayed together as a team. I think even when they came on us, we never let that bring us down. We stayed together, and I think that's what is going to take us far.
Yes.
And the last thing I say this every big game. I know it wasn't everybody's night. Some people didn't play, didn't get their normal minutes. Every day is another opportunity. Like some of you guys are showing it, and maybe this wasn't the opportunity where we needed what you bring. And don't ever let that doubt how you believe in yourself. Everybody understand that?
Yeah.
Friday is another opportunity. Tomorrow's another practice, and Friday's another opportunity where we're going to need different things. They're not going to have a big monster like that, and we're going to have to play different lineups. We have a lot of options. Okay, so your self-confidence doesn't go like this. Everybody got it?
Yeah.
Okay, quick lift. Quick lift. Corner or dive on the catch. Everybody got it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's our zone motions. Biggest thing tonight, sorry about whoever stuff that is, our intensity sets the tone.
Yeah.
Everybody got it?
Yeah.
We have better players, better game plan, better history, doesn't matter. The shot goes up, who wants the ball more is going to be half of this game. Everybody understand that?
Yeah.
They're going to come out hungry, they're going to want what we have, they're going to want to try to prove themselves. Doesn't matter, we set the tone with our intensity and our defense.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's the biggest thing. Less than 30 points, that's awesome. 26, I like that. That is probably the biggest key of the game right now. Okay, offense, scoring, that's where confidence comes from. What's the rebounding numbers at?
We're down 3.
-3. Okay, that's the difference between being up 20 and being up 25.
Yeah.
How many assists?
11.
11 assists? I love that.
Great.
I thought we were even a little too passive at the end in the zone. D, you already seen one go through, shoot that thing. We didn't even get a shot some of those possessions. I don't think they can continue to zone us. But none of it's going to matter if we continue to play defense with that intensity that we're playing it with. Okay, minus the couple of second chance shots where we stood there and watched.
Just those couple 50-50 balls, if we grab those this half, they will lay down. Like, we just have to do the tough work now. We built a lead, that doesn't mean we relax. We keep going, same intensity, let's push it to 40. Keep going, keep going.
Coach Shule?
Sounds good, let's go.
That's all I was going to say. They have good players in the locker room, we have dogs in ours.
Yeah.
Win the third on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Win the third!
Yeah.
I love that.
Jenna's subbing in for Delaney. But I understand they're getting leak out buckets right now to make the score look more respectable. Come in, take a charge, don't let them get another layup. Everybody got it? Chin the ball, be strong. Possession arrow is not in our favor, so don't get tied up, be available, okay? Pusher right now, and you might be a pusher. Be tough with the ball, make free throws. Who's in the game is gonna say something?
Say something.
Finish it on 3. 1, 2, 3, finish it!
No shot.
I'll start off, I'll just say I thought the unselfishness, the intensity, we literally set the tone and showed how hard we can play and how collective we can be, and every single person was a threat, and that was incredibly awesome. I'll shout out 2 breakout performances. I thought Madison, you looked confident, you made a difference. It's not about stealing, or it's not about scoring, you had a bunch of steals. Delaney, you came and played defense and gave us 7. No, I've coached Delaney about harder than anybody, so shout out to you, D. Way to push through it. Coaches?
Well, first off, very proud of you. That's why we push you so hard in practice. I know it's uncomfortable, but it makes those situations out there very comfortable. So you all should be very proud of the way you shared the ball. I thought it was a perfect balance of inside and outside basketball. And when we play that way with our defense, we're unbeatable, so keep it up.
Yeah, I think that today we trusted each other, we trusted the game plan, and I think that we saw that on the floor. Okay, even in the moments where it was a little shaky, maybe, we rebounded and forgot about it. So I think as long as we continue to do that, knowing that we trust each other through the ups and downs, we're going to play very good basketball.
Bunch of dogs, but my one shout out, Rachel had 8 assists. That was way to move the ball. Type shit.
Dog activity. I will say when we play like that, we are almost impossible to beat.
Facts.
Everybody understand that?
Yeah.
So yeah, tough practices, that's a payday, that's why you get to do it, and it's 20-point difference, it was evident how much better we are.
B2A.
Everybody got it?
Yeah.
Quick lift?
What?
Alright, fine. Christmas party tomorrow.
Yeah.
5:30.
Yes.
Are you guys bringing food?
We're both college.
Just eating pizza.
Yes,
Eating
pizza.
Okay, fine, no complaining.
Wait,
That's what I said.
Pizza, and then you can bring the side dishes.
Yeah.
We'll
If
talk
you
about
know
that.
how to cook macaroni and cheese.
Make your little cheese, man.
Me and Milo bring chips.
Something we
Alright, get that home.
I didn't think you might be on your
Lakers on 3, family on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Lakers.
4, 5, 6.
But at the same time, it does mean a lot because it's our last chance to play a really tough game. They just came off beating number 14, 16, 17th in the country. They lost to number 1, but they've been battle tested. The stigma is a team that hasn't played in 3 weeks comes out flat. Okay, we're not going to do that today. Okay, our intensity sets the tone just like we did in the Lansing game. We're punching them right in the mouth ready to start the game. Everybody understand that?
Yeah.
best of layups, and they were tough. And then we didn't finish them, we didn't get calls, and then we had a stretch where we made the decision to make the kick until we got a better shot, and that's when we went on our run. We have to do that for the last 20 minutes of the game. If I don't have a great layup, no shame in just continuing the ball motion. We get a shot clock violation? No, we didn't. Not even close. Okay, so patience, just keep the ball moving. Everybody understand that?
Yeah.
Last thing I'm going to say. Sorry. When we go 2, they're putting number 1 as like here. One of us just guard the ball, and one of us just guard her. Okay, and then if she leaves, then we kind of go back to our normal formation. And it's not going to be as much playing this high, because you know they want to drive. It's going to be a little bit more like a step above the 3-point line, but still trying to get in passing lanes when we can. Everybody understand that? Yeah. I like to see us jump some passes. People don't want the ball. We're not number 12. Here we go. 20 minutes to be tough, win the game.
Attitude and effort.
Tough on 3, 1, 2, 3. Tough.
That was a dog.
Take a drink for that.
That wave started me out. That was good. Hey, that was a really incredible game.
Yeah.
I thought that was perfect. Like, I wanted it to be hard. I didn't want it to be easy as much as that kind of was tough. But the waves of the game, we were kind of crawling away. Then we put it to 10, and they came right back. Then we put it away. Then they came back. And then at the end of the game, when it really mattered, I thought we made just great decisions. Just great decisions. And it's harder to do when you're tired. Whatever, the game is demanding this. You're nervous. Whatever. And I was really proud of every shot we took in the fourth quarter, especially. And it's, I mean, compliments all around the room. Like Jay going out with foul trouble, Rachel had foul trouble. Now different people playing different spots. Like not easy to step into. Now I got to guard a better player or make more decisions with the ball. D, I thought you did a phenomenal job in the fourth quarter. Give it up for D. I know Chloe was running around the first half, playing almost the whole time, and was mentally or physically tired, but didn't show it mentally. I thought you made great decisions. Stay Rachel had to sit out, Jay had to sit out, and sometimes that can be hard to like lose yourself, like your warm up and your flow of the game. Rachel came back with huge buckets. Jay, you came back and locked up the paint, and our defense instantly got 10 times better. Paige thought you had some tough moments in the first half. Responded. Maddie, you airball your first shot, responded. Made the next play, Like, that's what we're always at. It's never going to be perfect, but how you respond. Lex, I thought you played under control. Good job. All right, I'm done talking. Y'all got it.
Coach talked about how a couple of our starters got in foul trouble in the first half. A person that comes out in my mind who never needs any praise in practice because she just always does it. Leah, I'm so proud of you. You rebounded, the play that comes to mind where you passed up an open three and gave it right back to Rachel for a big three. I mean, that's just being selfish or selfless and knowing who to pass to at the right time. So that's fantastic.
You made a layup against the press.
Yeah, you did. We needed everything that Rachel gave us in the second half. You were unconscious.
That was crazy.
Yes,
Do not resuscitate us.
What do you guys think?
Addie airballed her first shot, came back, hit another. Then she guarded 12, almost the whole, like a good amount of the game, and she did not cross you, get past you. You stayed in front.
And you didn't have any silly fouls.
Yeah.
And the slowest layups in the world in the third quarter.
Yeah, we love them.
I think Mac played a good game today. Like, I think today was her best game.
Yeah.
She was on the floor for everything. She was rebounding. She found the open areas. She was finishing those tough shots. She played a good game all.
It was awesome.
Mac was also communicating and locked in. It was never, hey Mac, do this, hey Mac. Like, I never needed to tell her anything. She was telling everybody else everything. That was huge.
Our cutting was just phenomenal today. We would get under basket, on shoot, also great job getting on to everybody. And then someone would cut. D was cutting, Mac was cutting, like everybody. Yes,
I'm emphasizing get on two because all week we worked on that, and today, right from the jump, we were getting on two, which made easy buckets.
Anybody else got anything?
Yeah, I think really quickly, like when we coach you, we want to see you respond in this way. We don't want to break you down not to build you back up. We're breaking you down so that you see it, so you build yourself up. Because we didn't have to coach effort and attitude today. And I think that's what we saw. We stuck it out, we weathered the storm. And that's what we want to see. We want to see you respond, not verbally. We don't want to see you rebut. We want to see you respond with action.
Yeah.
Because that's what we're about. That's how we're developing into individuals. And I thought today you showed that resilience and that persistence. I like to see other coaches crash out. And we make our opposing coaches crash the fuck out.
Yeah. I got something real quick, a couple things. Jay and Mac, like as a tandem, I think both of you were in foul trouble a little bit, but the level play did not fall off and one of you came out with your third or fourth foul, right? I think you guys complimented each other really well today. Rachel, I mean, like Tanner said, we needed everything you did and you were ready to go. A lot of people would get in their heads after had their third foul, not playing the whole second quarter pretty much. Now you were just lethal out there. And Delaney, I think in a huge spot in the fourth quarter where we were trying to build that lead, I think you controlled our pace so well. Obviously the offense made some really good passes. Great job.
Yeah, so like Coach Jewell was saying, now we have a kind of a couple games where we're probably not going to be tested as much. So our practices almost have to be like, this week we only play Saturday, so like Tuesday needs to be like a game. Where we have opportunity to be stressed out, challenged, and compete against each other, and have a chance to respond. Everybody understand that?
Yeah.
Wednesday, probably a team bonding. We'll figure out the time. I didn't know we weren't going to have class this week. So I'll get with some of you guys to talk for everybody, and we'll have a schedule out for this week by tomorrow. Sound good?
Yeah.
And then freshmen that didn't get to play as much, we have some games where you're going to get opportunity to get out there and show what you are, and don't be the same player by the end of the season.
Here we go. Hurry up, boys, gotta come in here. Hurry up, boys, gotta come in.
Pick up your stuff and take it.
Gotta
get out.
Yeah, we've had a lot of success so far this year. There's a lot of contributing factors to that. I would say that how many returning players that we have, and it's been like a building process year by year to continue to raise the standard for, now it's like we're expecting to win, but what can we shoot for? Like what's the highest level of success that we can shoot for, and then what do our goals look like as we try to attain that? So we returned 7 players from last year's team, 2 players that were redshirted, so a total of 9 returners is a lot for the junior college level because it's a 2-year. So every team is usually pretty different year by year. So last year's team was mostly freshmen. So this year they come in knowing what to expect, knowing that we're shooting for greatness, and then we took it, I think, one step higher this year. And then we have winning players that have winning personalities, winning habits, are obviously very talented on the court. And they come in knowing that it's going to be a team game. It's not going to be, selfish basketball.
Sometimes when things aren't going as expected on the court, whether that's losing in the game or still winning and not playing how we want to be performing, there's always a couple leaders on the court, but collectively as a team, with the leaders on the court, the bench energy, everything all adds up and keeps us above where we want to be.
So to make sure we're all on the same page and our team chemistry is, at a high level, we have our 3 pillars, which are selfless love, continuous growth, and max effort. And we have actionable steps that we take in each one of those to make sure that we're all on the same level and all on the same page.
Our expectations have been pretty high coming into this year, and I think, to be honest, as a group, we were kind of offset by it just a little bit. You could tell in the beginning we were just kind of a little more nervous than we should be, and I think we've kind of let loose a little bit, and we've kind of like embodied it now and seen it as a privilege to have this much pressure on us.
I have big dreams for a legacy for this school, especially because we don't have a gym. So when we make one, I want our team to be on the wall of our future locker room. Each year we've improved. Like last year we scored the most in a single game and we made it the farthest they ever had at nationals, and it's just building on that each year. We want to make it to the Final Four. We want to be a national championship. We want to win a national championship, and so it's always just pursuing that every day, holding each other accountable. I myself, I want to do big things. I want to be an All-American. I want to just lead this team to its potential, and I think we can do that by working hard every day.
Yeah, for the second half of the season, I think we're excited. Number one, we're excited to play conference play. We're excited to play for something. We've won the conference 2 years in a row, and those are the first 2 years that Mid-Michigan has won the NJCAA North. So we're looking to three-peat, obviously. As far as our level of play, I think we just want to continue to play in an unselfish way, where we always made the right pass and the right shot, whether instead of taking a tough shot or a tough drive on multiple players, like did you share the ball, did you make the right play? So that, as a coach, that's what I'm going to be focused on more than did the shot go in or not, which a lot of times that's what players focus on was, well, I made the shot, but like, was it the right play? So we just want to make that a habit, so we're just doing it all the time. So when we get into whatever game, we're just in that habit all the time.
I think under 40, okay, and they'll have a hard time scoring. They don't have a lot of depth coming off the bench. Our intensity sets the tone, right? Nobody cares if we're sick or whatever's going on. I don't think they believe that they can win today, right? And our intensity is from the jump needs to be, you're not going to win. You don't have a chance, right? Our defense is so stifling. Our speed is everywhere, 24/7 pressure. Like when it's your turn to guard the ball, you're putting pressure on the ball. Everybody's in a gap ready to make a play. Teams like this that want to really get to the rim, we need to be loaded to the ball. Dare them to make that pass out, and then we'll scramble. Everybody understand that? Yeah. Low man's ready to step up. I watched both times when we played this team last year, and Terea took multiple charges. And as soon as she took a charge on 23, 23 was like this and to the bench because she's getting fouls on defense. Now she's getting fouls on offense. She's going to check out. Okay, those opportunities are going to be there for against 20 and 23 when they start to push. It needs to be loaded to the ball. Even if I'm strong side corner, I can stunt and get back, but the low man should be here. Even the other person be ready to take their girl. Yeah. Make or miss, because this team might make some shots. It's not a 2-second lag. It's boom, let's get it out and let's play fast. Yeah. Everybody understand that? Yeah. The pace should be at a place where if they're trying to play 7 players, like there's no chance that they can keep up. Absolutely everything. You get out there, you can't play hard enough, you need a sub, you let us know. We're going to keep the waves coming.
times now, the shot is going to be missed. We got to get to that weak side. We got to own it.
It's at 12 right now. We need to put it to 18 or 20 and let them know that they don't have a chance. Okay, we don't want it to go down to single digits and turn it into whatever happens type of game. Everybody got it?
Yeah.
Composure, trust your teammates, move without the ball.
Here we go now.
Create for other people. That was a great game.
Let's go. Great game.
I'm like glad that it was hard.
Yeah.
Okay, and I said a week ago it was going to be about toughness, but you can't really prepare for it. I mean, you're guarding me and Todd, whatever, but until you get out to it and we haven't scored, we're a little stressed out, we're maybe forcing a couple things. First quarter was our worst quarter offensively, and then we kind of settled in and started to trust ourselves. And these type of wins, like especially as we get closer to March, February, March, it's going to be more grinded out. Every possession matters. Every possession matters. And there's no contribution that's too big or too small.
Set the tone on defense. Two of our keys. Over 20 turnovers forced. Let's hold them under 63 while let's win the glass by over 10.
When we get into these more important games, we got to understand the scout. Like, we can't lose 11, we can't lose 3, and we got to be able to, 24 is going to put her head down and go right. And they hit some shots. I don't think they can sustain that level of energy for 40 minutes, but we shouldn't even be playing around with what we're doing. And we should score at a lot higher rate. Okay? Addie Gray is our highest plus minus right now. What does Addie always do? Takes great shots, stays away from the ball, shoots good shots, and doesn't do dumb things on defense. Shows her hands, takes them in the chest. Like, we need more of that. Okay, Jay, I thought you did great. Your plus minus was high, but when you get tired and you need one, ask for one before you do a foul or something that's going to not help us. Mac, you got to lock in offensively. Okay, you know how to play. Be out of your head and just hoop. Coach?
Well, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I don't like our aura. I don't know where our confidence is. They only have 5 turnovers. That tells me that we are not guarding the ball with any dominance. Number 1 cannot dribble. We should be able to take the ball from her. I don't see any leadership out there. Who's talking when things get tough? Who's doing the small things? Is anybody on the glass? I see a lot of jogging back. Yeah, they actually scouted. Okay? So we have to go to the second and third layer of our offense. Quit being hesitant. If it's an open 3, shoot the ball. That's our strength. And then play off 2, and when they collapse, we need to look at the open 3 in the corner. When we went downhill on horns, and they are taking away the dump, as they should, because that's our advantage in the interior, wide open 3s in the corner. And then go get them when we miss. Want it more than them. Our gas, our give a shit, is not high enough. So pick it up, please.
Document this.
You ready?
I will say we went through the list one time each. Yep. 5 of those teams are like, holy shit, I never want to play them again. And 2 of those teams are like, okay, we could probably we could hang with them. So the next month we got to clean up some of those things to make sure we finish it. Okay, no Mid-Michigan team has come through conference undefeated. We've been 13-1. 13-1, conference champs. Can we put it all the way? Great job, proud of you guys. special.
Win the third on three.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3.
Win the third. Page will go back. We'll stay there, and Chloe, I want you to drive. Everybody got it? We're starting in one.
Lakers on 3. 1, 2, 3. Lakers.
Playing like this, that is a terrible idea. Hey, we got Jay one time on a slip. I think we can slip, anytime we want to. What does that tell you? They're going to get tired, right? We got to secure that rebound. When we get stops and rebounds and get an outlet, we're going to be playing 3-on-2, 4-on-3, wide open threes.
Contain the ball and have a mindset that you're going to do it. I've heard 2 girls get beat and then yell for help. This isn't 5th grade basketball. You put your nose on her chest and you guard her. You don't need help.
Yeah, I'll just say most of their points, Todd just wrote it up here, 31 of their 41 out of their big 3, so we knew what we were expecting, right? Yeah. But like Tan said, we just got to stop the ball. They're getting an uncontested drive right to the lane, and then we're trying to help. They're already 2 feet from the basket. We got to stop them from getting there. And we got to keep moving our feet. We got a couple of cheap ones because we weren't moving our feet. We're reaching in, hip checking. We move our feet.
Physical game. This is going to be a who wants it more type of game. Value every possession on offense. Get stops. We run our stuff.
Move on. Let's go.
First 5 minutes, we put it back to double digits.
Next.
Everyone touch. Win the third on 3. 1, 2, 3. Win the third.
third quarter is going to be huge. We're up 20. Do we put it to 25, 30, or do we let it go down and let them have some hope? Yeah. Here we go, 20 minutes.
Hey, 0-0, we're playing just as hard as we started with. Let's go.
Touch. Win the third on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Win the third.
All business.
I never see behind them, so that pass should be there like every time.
Yep, everything under control, everything like we do all year long. Yep. Here we go. Okay, last thing I'm going to say. We want to go to the national tournament. It's not just going to happen. You got to go make it happen. Let's get it.
Lakers on 3. 1, 2, 3. Lakers.
You gotta earn it. Let's go.
Let's go, ladies.
Come on.
Best things in life, earn, not given. Earn, not given.
By 3 possessions. Okay, so we need to stop wasting possessions with quick early shots that we don't love. Right? It should be in rhythm threes. We need to stop wasting possessions by throwing dump passes that are not actually there, right? And just trusting our offense. We haven't had a shot clock violation. We need to echo the things that we're calling out there so that we're all on the same page. I trust you guys calling plays, but if we see something from the bench and we give one, then we got to all be on the same page. Offense and defense. They are sitting 34 right in front of the rim. Okay, that kind of has slowed our breakdown because this isn't really a shooter right now for us. But there's plenty of options and ways we can attack that. We can go UConn and move her up to the nail hole. Now we're a screener. If UConn the post player, you're at the nail, right? Hawk we scored out of. Duke can be good because you get a ball screen. Horns 2, putting Chloe in the playmaker. Laker. If we set a ball screen and we come off and she's sagging like that, boom, I'm getting that pull up. Or I can attack here and I should have Clyde options and I'm making a read now. Okay, so plenty of ways to use that as an advantage. Did I miss one, Coach? Dan?
As far as plays?
Plays. Baylor, if we, especially if we nail her with a back screen, right, and they have to help, it might not be layup, it might be swing, and now as they're switching back, I have a shot where I have a rip.
Inside out three.
Everybody got it?
Yeah.
Everything on defense starts with ball pressure.
Yeah.
And we are not guarding the ball.
Okay.
We're sinking like this, and we're letting them see the floor and run their half-court offense.
Okay.
We have to guard the ball. Lex, Paige, Rachel, Chloe, whoever, whoever's on the ball, you have to work your ass off.
Okay.
Everything starts with you.
Yeah.
Coach?
Listen up right now. We are dribbling entirely too much. Use each other, use our offense. Defensively, we are a pressure team. We're not sitting back just quote unquote because they got two fast guards. Make them feel the pressure so they can be frantic because we are frantic at times right now.
Yeah.
No plays off, hustle all the time. Non-negotiable. This is defense and rebounding now and getting our shot. We did have a shot clock violation. We're shooting 1-pass threes when we don't need to or short jumpers from non-shooters. Get on 2 feet, use your jump stop, and trust each other.
Yeah, another thing we've done is we got some offensive rebounds or rushing our putbacks. If it's not there, don't shoot it. We can just pass it out. We're going to have advantage now, right? Defensively, we just got to work. I think they got a couple offensive boards, which hurt us. Jay can't do it all ourselves. We have to dig down. We have to be working. And it's a unit. We all 5 got to go. Nope. There was one play where we jogged back. They missed the layup. They got the offensive rebound scored. That cannot happen. We have to run back. This is, like he said, this is 9 points, that's nothing. We can chip into that easy. But we have to start working our asses off right now.
Defensively, it's going to be 1 or 5. 1 or 5. We'll sprinkle in 2 a little bit, but they've hit a couple shots, and it makes us vulnerable for rebounding. 1 and 5. I'm not going to rover, so if we're in pressure, and for 5, all 5 got to be active and ready to go. If you're not ready for that, you need to ask for a substitute. Everybody got it? Plenty of time. They are going to wear down. It's going to be a possession game, but we want to stop wasting our opportunities. We get 2-on-1s. We got to score them. We get that advantage, that open shooter in transition. Let's find them, right? And shoot it or drive it, and then move without the ball. Everybody got it? Here we go.
Got it.
Go, y'all.
Let's go.
Come on. We want this.
Chip away. Here we go.
Win the third on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Win the third.
We'll have our ceremonial neck cutting.
We going to the ship.
Congratulations, Mid-Michigan.
Reflecting on the season, I'm just so grateful for what we've accomplished. We went through some hard losses against 𝑚/Muskegon, and I was a little worried that maybe our season could end a little sooner than I wanted it to be, but our team is just the definition of resilience, and we just keep coming back and pushing, and our season is not over. We just keep winning, and I think one of my favorite memories is, I don't know, I just think sometimes we make it hard on ourselves in like the first quarter, first half, and I just love how our team comes together and always fights back, and just it comes like game after game, like our team just comes together and fights back, and I just think that's one of my favorite things about this team.
I'm most proud that we're able to come back from 2 losses in a row and win districts and then win regionals. It's awesome that we don't dwell on losses.
Yeah, it's just so fun being a part of a team with girls who all get along so great, and there's no like ifs, ands, or buts about that. So it's just fun connecting with each other, and I think the level of connection we have makes us play way better together and more connected on the court, and that just starts with being connected off the court.
I think seeing sophomore night was definitely really fun. That's like the first thing that comes to mind. And second thing that comes to mind is all the van rides. Knowing that we had our last van ride last weekend was kind of sad thinking about it. We're taking a charter bus down to Missouri, so that'll be fun, but I just love those moments of getting Slurpees after games and stuff. I think our Muskegon and Bay losses kind of turned everything and changed everything, because we were kind of coasting through conference and we were trying to bring it at practice, which we did, but it's just so hard to replicate that with hard games. And then we finally hit those hard games and we get lost almost back to back. And I think that was really hard for us, and it kind of made us look in the mirror and be like, okay, what's actually going to work against hard teams, and what do we need to let go of, like just certain habits or certain things that we were doing.
I would say another challenge that we faced this year was just having so much depth, having 15 active, healthy, talented players, and it's really hard to find playing time for everybody. So I thought the group did a great job of being unselfish, wanting to see all their teammates succeed, trying to find valuable minutes for the freshmen, you know, who need to kind of play through some growing pains, but at the same time have sophomores that are right there that are, you know, chomping at the bit to get in as well. So that was something that was difficult to manage, and you know, not all the time does everyone stay healthy, but fortunately we did. So I would say that's another blessing, you know, in disguise, but a challenge in other ways.
Yeah, so last year we went to nationals and we were super happy. Like, we really just wanted to go, and we accomplished that. And we got a play-in game, which we weren't happy with how we were seated, and then lost in the Sweet 16. So this year, we obviously wanted to go back, but we want to stay hungry for more. We want to make it to the Final Four. Like, that is a goal. So I think everyone wants that, and it's got to come from within. We've talked about it many times, and I think you can see it in practice. The way we compete, like, everyone is still hungry because we know our season's not over yet. We still have this goal of Mid has never made it past that round before, and so it's like, how can we still make history and pave the way?
Yeah, last year when we went to nationals, I felt like we just went there. As a freshman, I wasn't really sure what to expect, and Coach also didn't go the year before that because he was getting married, so that was also his first year going to nationals, so we all really weren't too sure what to expect. But this year going in, we have a chance to make history again, another history thing that we can do for this team. And so yeah, just going into nationals, we're just prepared to play the tough teams, and what are we gonna do that's gonna put us one step forward than the other team, things like that.
Yeah, there can be some pressure of, like, I don't want to lose the first game. I'm a leader and a captain, so like how I react to things trickles down to my teammates. I kind of look at it as an opportunity and not pressure. Like, who really gets to experience this? Like, there's only 20 teams practicing this week, and we're one of the few. I'm one of the few that has the privilege of being a leader on such a great team, so I look at it as an opportunity of how grateful and lucky am I that I get to be a leader for this team. I get to play basketball with my best friends, who are some of the best players in the country, so I'm just grateful for it.
My mindset going to nationals is I just want to be prepared as possible, and that means giving everything in practice. And our practice standard is higher than any other JUCO team in the nation, and I'm just preparing in practice.
I feel a little bit of pressure, but knowing that we're there as a team and having just a bunch of support from my teammates, coaches, and fans, it definitely takes a lot off my chest.
Yeah, going to the national tournament for the 3rd straight year is really special. Obviously it's exciting, and we want to have the expectation we're not just satisfied with going there. Because the first year when we went, it was like, what is this? This is crazy. Last year we kind of expected to get there and hoped to get there, and when we did, we won our first game, which was really cool. We lost our second game in the Sweet 16, but we were mostly freshmen. So it was great for them to taste a little bit of success, be hungry for more, and have that whole 12 months of, I want to go back there and I want to have a better performance. So yesterday when we watched our seeding, our biggest thing was like, right now we want to expect to go there and win. We don't want to just be happy to go there. So this week we have really to prepare to go there and win. We know we're going to play against really good teams. We know the margin for error is going to be really small. We know there's going to be nerves involved. But we've prepared for this for over a year, so just embrace that moment, and we're not going to get it by being careful. We got to play fearless, and we got to give our our best shot. This year we're coming in as a 10 seed, so we're already into the Sweet 16, which is a big blessing. We can sit there and watch all the Monday night games, kind of soak in the environment, watch teams win in advance, watch teams lose, and their seasons are over. And not playing until Tuesday gives us a little bit of advantage to feel the environment, understand how special it is, how much pressure there's going to be, and if we win, we're into the Elite Eight. So one game at a time, one day at a time. Today we got to have a good practice to prepare for that.
If we win or lose, I hope to take away from the season the friendships that I've made throughout these last 2 years. It's just been really fun and amazing.
That basketball is more than just a game. It's just a family, and it's such a great experience. I think I've learned that throughout the teams I've been on, and this has just been even more of that, an example of just like love and family, and I'm excited to bring that to a team I go to next year, but it's taught me that basketball is more than just a game.
Overall, I'm just going to take away that I've had a great 2 years, and I've really developed my skills. As a basketball player coming in as a freshman, I wasn't the best freshman, I'll tell you that right now. And I think over the past year and a half, 2 years, I've really grown as a player and individually. My care for people, how I treat others, everything like that. And I'm just so grateful to have experienced this for the last 2 years with people that I hold really dear to my heart. So it's been so fun.
Yeah, just the way that I stay motivated every year and every day is really making a point to daily you have to fill your cup up before you try to lead others. I heard a good quote that says you can't pour into others people's cup, you can't pour into someone else's cup until yours is overflowing. So making it a daily habit to make sure I'm in the state of mind where I understand how blessed I am, I understand how special it is to be a position to be a coach, and just reminding myself that we have one opportunity with this group. So every day has to be purposeful, intentional about the things that I'm saying, intentional with the things that we're doing, and at the end of the day, I want to have no regrets with the things that I've done as a coach and what we did as a team this year.
Lakeland.
We're going to get Lakeland.
We might play them. For the second straight season, but after being the 15th seed last year, they jumped to the 7 in this campaign. The 2021 National Champs lost 2 of their last 10 games,
Might be us.
but both against the Scout Lincolnland team that will be mentioned later. Longtime head coach David Johnson will look for his second national title in 2025.
Did they say 8 or 9?
The number 10 seed is Mid-Michigan. Scores 92.4 points per game behind the talented sophomore duo of Chloe Watson and Rachel Rezzio.
Let's go.
We know them.
7 versus 10 matchup.
Let's go!